Guys, this is Mobeen. So, this message is for the students, medical students, or nurse practitioners. If you're studying in your colleges and if you are looking to improve your grades or your scores, USMLE or your COMLEX or your MBBS or whatever subjects you're studying, the reason that we handle pathophysiology in depth is to enable students of healthcare systems to understand and build a clear and strong foundation of their topics. So if you look at DrBeen.com and if you go to video library, in there, let's go to systems. And for example, let's just have a look at cardiovascular system. On the top, there is cardiology, which is the clinical cardiovascular system, antihypertensive drugs, and the webinar of hypertension management, heart failure, diagnosis and management of hypertension. I'm just reading some of these important topics that are here: shock, pharmacological and hemodynamic implications, and so on. So if you go to EKG, I have done the EKG by myself, and I used to, when I was in the college, there was always a problem trying to understand the cardiac axis and what does it mean, and when the axis is deviated, what does that mean, and how do we know that axis is deviated? That was always a problem. So I have done multiple lectures here to make sure that you understand the cardiac axis deviation and understand any hypertrophies or bundle branch blocks easily. So if you see here, cardiac leads, understanding an EKG wave, and then the enlargement of heart and SA nodal arrhythmias and ectopic rhythms and atrial flutters and atrial fibrillation. We are about to upload the ventricular fibrillation series as well. Then embryology, heart tube is one of the most viewed lectures that we have. Atrial development, fetal circulation, inferior vena cava development, cardiovascular histology, anatomy of the heart, physiology, general principles of hemodynamics. I think we have one of the best physiology of the cardiac system out there. Blood flow velocity, Pausier's equation, vascular compliances, nitric oxide's role, muscle blood flow regulation, brain blood flow regulations. I'm just reading here from my iPad with all this, the lecture list that I have open: cardiac contractility, cardiac cycle, heart, sounds, introduction to murmurs. Then in pathology, atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is one of the very, very important topics. So again, the point is not to read out all of these: fibrillation and flutter, paroxysmal tachycardia, premature atrial beats, cardiomyopathies, angina pectoris, myocardial infarction, events of the myocardial infarction, and so on. It is the similar thing. If you go to other topics, you would see very rich and valuable lectures. And what you would see is that in the beginning, our lectures used to be a little longer. And then nowadays, we make sure that the lectures are 10-15 minutes and you get your value immediately, quickly, and then go back to your studies instead of we just hand waving and keeping you around for long time. So check out the systems. Respiratory system, immune system is one of the best. And I have gotten so many comments from people that, hey, studied your immune system, studied your cardiovascular system, studied your respiratory system, neurology, 3D anatomies, and A-star exams and passed them with flying colors. People have even done very good in their PhD dissertations by studying here. So make sure that you go and check out the lectures. You can check out these lectures without paying for anything. You can go to DrBeen.com, click on the video library, and then all the lectures are listed out. You can just see them, and then there are lots of the lectures that are on YouTube as well. So check those out. Feel that you have the topics that you need, and then ace your exams. Develop strong foundations of medical concepts.